All right, let's talk about Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. I really do enjoy this film. It's got overall a different feel to especially the last movie, which was much darker. This one's not quite as dark. There are some great moments in this, and I do have a few problems with this movie. First, the opening scene here at the beginning with the whole rescuing Han stuff, the good 20-30 minute scene at the beginning is awesome. I love almost everything about it. I mean, the reintroduction to characters is done very well, slowly, gets your interest building in it. You can tell Luke has changed a lot since the last movie. And you could tell he's not one to be messed with anymore. He's got some new Jedi tricks he's learned. One of my favorite scenes in this movie, probably the whole movie, is when Han has just been defrosted from the carbonite freezing, and he ends up in the cell with Chewbacca. And Chewbacca tells him, or is talking to him, you don't understand, but Han says, what? Luke's gonna rescue me, a Jedi Knight. I've been gone for a while, and everybody has delusions of grandeur. I mean, that makes me laugh almost every time. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Plus, when everything comes together at the end, and Luke jumps off of the diving board type thing and does the flip, and all the action's going on. It's a really cool introduction for the movie. Lots of cool action scenes and things. Then after that, Luke heads to Dagobah to finish his training with Yoda, and everybody else heads to the Rebel fleet. I love the scenes on Dagobah. Yoda is dying. When I was a kid, those scenes seemed really boring to me. I really didn't like those parts of the movie. But now, as an adult, I can appreciate everything that's going on. It's really sad when Yoda dies. We learn that Leia is Luke's sister. We learn that Luke's the last of his kind, and if he wants the Jedi to last, he's going to have to train others. And maybe that's a little sneak of what we're going to get, what happens in Episode 7 or before Episode 7. Maybe he tries to train somebody, and it goes south. So all those scenes are really cool. Seeing Obi-Wan again is neat. Once we get all back together with the Rebel fleet, this is when the movie starts to drop off to me in a lot of different ways. For one, we get a scene where Han and Lando are hanging out in front of the Millennium Falcon, talking about the Millennium Falcon. But you can clearly tell it's not really the Millennium Falcon there. It's just a weird painting in the background. And I don't know what happened there. Maybe they dismantled the set and didn't want to rebuild it or something, because it looks so much better in the previous movies when there's an actual set back there, not just a weird painting. There's a lot of things like that in this movie. The special effects in this movie kind of take a dip compared to the original two movies. Like the scene on Endor where they're doing the speeder chases. Those scenes look really bad to me. It looks like green screen, an early green screen. It doesn't look real. The sounds are cool, but the look of it's just not quite as good. And, let me just continue on with my negatives. Most of the stuff that happens on Endor, I don't like. I don't like the Ewoks. I get it. They're for kids. They're to sell toys. And they're not as bad as the Gungans or Jar Jar or anything, but it's not only that they're kind of cheesy, and that whole scene where they capture them, and I mean, that's pretty boring stuff in itself, but when they're trying to take on the troops, the stormtroopers, maybe a group of them could take down one or two, but they take down a lot of stormtroopers. This makes the stormtroopers look pretty crappy. If the Ewoks were just a little bit bigger, normal size, then maybe it could be a little more believable. But because we, focus on them so much, it really hurts the film, in my opinion. Now, the last scenes we get to Luke fighting Vader, which is an awesome lightsaber battle, one of my favorites. But it splices it with two other things going on. You get the battle on Endor, which I don't like, and then they splice it with the space battle going on outside of the Death Star that they're trying to blow up. So I like those scenes okay. So it's kind of good. The music and everything, the Vader at the end, throwing the Emperor down. That's all cool stuff, how he saves his son. And overall, this movie is really good. There's lots to like. There's just a giant chunk in the middle that I don't like, which really hurts the film in my opinion. It's still an awesome movie. It's still Star Wars, classic Star Wars. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. So, like I said in my earlier reviews, I like Revenge of the Sith better than this movie. Does Revenge of the Sith have problems? Sure, but the problems in Revenge of the Sith are small to me and don't really affect the movie that much. Like, I can rewatch Revenge of the Sith and really enjoy it more than I do rewatching Jedi. Do I still like rewatching Jedi? Yes, Jedi's awesome. But, like I said, I just think Revenge of the Sith's better. So, overall, giving this movie a 4.5 out of 5. Can't freaking wait for episode 7. As I'm recording this, I am less than a week away. I'm 6 days away from getting to see Star Wars. So, I'm excited as everybody else. Hope you enjoyed these reviews. Look forward to my episode 7 review after I see the movie. Peace out.